You need to watch this if you struggle with managing complex AI projects. Hi, I am Pankaj Sharma, and I have spent years guiding teams through the challenges of building AI models that actually deliver results. Building a powerful AI model is much like constructing a complex building. You would not start laying bricks without a detailed architectural plan. Similarly, developing an AI model requires a structured and well-managed process. Without a clear plan, projects can quickly become chaotic. Resources might be wasted, deadlines can be missed, and the final model may not even solve the problem it was designed for. Proper management provides a roadmap. It guides the team from the initial idea all the way to a successful deployment. This structured approach ensures that every step is deliberate, every decision is informed, and the final outcome is both reliable and valuable. Think of this management process as a system of checks and balances for your project. It helps you navigate the complexities inherent in machine learning. You need to handle vast amounts of data, select from countless algorithms, and fine-tune many different parameters. A managed workflow brings order to this potential chaos. It helps you define clear objectives from the very beginning. What problem are you trying to solve? How will you measure the success of your model? Answering these questions early on prevents you from going down the wrong path. It sets a solid foundation for everything that follows, making the entire development journey smoother and more predictable. Furthermore, effective management is crucial for collaboration within a team. Data scientists, engineers, and project managers must work together seamlessly. A well-defined process ensures that everyone understands their role and responsibilities. It establishes clear communication channels and standardized procedures for tasks like version control and code reviews. This prevents misunderstandings and makes the team more efficient. When everyone is on the same page, the team can build upon each other's work effectively. This collaborative spirit is often the secret ingredient behind a project's success, turning individual efforts into a cohesive and powerful final product. Ultimately, the goal of managing the AI development lifecycle is to reduce risk and maximize value. Building models can be an experimental and uncertain process. Things will go wrong and assumptions will be proven incorrect. A strong management framework allows you to identify these problems early. It helps you iterate quickly, learn from mistakes, and adapt your strategy without derailing the entire project. This systematic approach ensures that the final model is not only technically sound, but also aligns perfectly with business goals. It transforms a high-risk research endeavor into a predictable engineering discipline that consistently delivers tangible results. The journey of creating an AI model begins with a critical choice, selecting the right algorithm. This decision is fundamental and will shape the entire project. You must first understand the nature of your problem. Are you trying to predict a category, like whether an email is spam or not? This is a classification problem, which calls for supervised learning algorithms. Or perhaps you need to predict a continuous value, like the future price of a house. This is a regression problem, also solved with supervised learning. If you are trying to find hidden patterns in your data without labeled examples, you will need unsupervised learning algorithms like clustering. Each problem type has a family of suitable algorithms. Once you know the type of problem, you can start researching specific algorithm. For supervised learning, you might consider linear regression, logistic regression, support vector machines, decision trees, or even powerful ensemble methods like random forests. Neural networks, the foundation of deep learning, are another powerful option for complex problems involving images or text. It is important to understand the trade-offs of each. Some models are simple and easy to interpret, while others are highly complex and act like black boxes. You need to balance performance with explainability. A model that is 99% accurate but impossible to understand might not be acceptable in a field like healthcare or finance. This is where collaboration with data scientists becomes essential. They bring the technical expertise needed to evaluate different model architectures. In these designer discussions, you will talk about the complexity of the model. A more complex model might capture intricate patterns but could also overfit the training data. Overfitting means the model performs well on data it has already seen but fails on new unseen data. The team must find a sweet spot. They will discuss performance metrics such as accuracy, precision, and recall to decide how to measure the model's success. This early design phase is a collaborative effort to create a blueprint for the model. Establishing clear standards from the outset is non-negotiable for a healthy project. This includes setting up quality assurance protocols and rigorous testing procedures. Every piece of code should be reviewed by another team member to catch errors and improve quality. You should also agree on coding standards to ensure that the entire code base is consistent and easy to read. This is particularly important for long projects where team members might change. Having a version control system like Git is mandatory. It allows you to track every change, experiment with new ideas in separate branches, and revert to a previous version if something goes wrong. These practices instill discipline and lead to a more robust and maintainable final product. Before you can even think about training a model, you must prepare your data. Data is the fuel that powers machine learning, and its quality is paramount. Real-world data is often messy, incomplete, and inconsistent. The first step is data cleaning, where you handle missing values. You might fill them in using the mean or median, or you might decide to remove the incomplete records entirely. You also need to correct errors and remove duplicate entries. This process, known as pre-processing, ensures that your data is clean and reliable. Without this crucial step, your model will learn from flawed information, a classic case of garbage in, garbage out. Next comes the creative part of data preparation, feature engineering. This is the art of creating new input variables or features from your existing data. For example, if you have a date, you could create new features for the day of the week or the month. Good features make the underlying patterns in the data more apparent to the machine learning algorithm. This can dramatically improve model performance. After creating features, you often need to normalize or scale them. This means putting all your features on a similar scale, which helps many algorithms converge faster during training. For image data, you might use data augmentation, creating new training examples by rotating or flipping existing images. With your data prepared and validated, you can begin planning the model training process. This is not a press play and wait activity. It requires careful management. You need to create a training schedule and allocate the necessary computational resources like GPUs. Training a large model can take days or even weeks, so planning is essential. A key part of this phase is experiment tracking. You will likely train many different versions of your model with slight variations. It is vital to log everything, the version of the code, the data used, the model's parameters, and the resulting performance metrics. This log becomes an invaluable record of what works and what does not. The goal of training is to continuously improve your model's performance. One of the main techniques for this is hyperparameter tuning. Hyperparameters are the settings of the algorithm that you configure before training starts, such as the learning rate or the number of layers in a neural network. You can experiment with different combinations of these settings to find the ones that produce the best results. To do this reliably, you use validation techniques. You split your data into a training set and a validation set. The model learns from the training set and you evaluate its performance on the validation set. This helps you avoid overfitting and ensures the model generalizes well to new data. After countless cycles of training and tuning, you will have a model that looks promising. However, before it can be deployed into a live environment, it must pass a final, rigorous inspection. This is the pre-deployment verification stage. The first step is to conduct a final performance review on a completely new set of data that the model has never seen before, called the test set. This provides an unbiased estimate of how the model will perform in the real world. You must confirm that the model meets the predefined success metrics. Does it achieve the required accuracy? Does it respond quickly enough to be useful in a production system? Beyond pure performance, you must also review the model's documentation and overall health. Is the code well documented and easy to understand? Can another engineer easily pick up this project and maintain it? This is also the time to perform a final check on the data used for training. You must ensure there are no lingering data quality issues or biases. For instance, if a model was trained primarily on data from one demographic group, it might perform poorly for others. Identifying and mitigating such biases is a critical ethical responsibility. This comprehensive review ensures the model is not only effective but also fair and robust. The final approval for deployment is a significant milestone. It should be a formal process involving all key stakeholders, including project managers, data scientists, and business leaders. The team presents the final model's performance on the test set, along with all supporting documentation and experiment logs. They should clearly explain the model's capabilities and its limitations. What are the known failure cases? In what situations should the model not be trusted? Being transparent about these limitations is just as important as highlighting its strengths. This final review ensures that everyone has confidence in the model and understands its expected impact on the business. In summary, managing the development and evaluation of AI models is a systematic discipline. It starts with a clear plan and a thoughtful selection of algorithms. It relies on meticulous data preparation and a structured approach to training and experimentation. Finally, it culminates in a thorough verification process to ensure the model is ready for the real world. By following these steps, you transform the art of model building into a reliable engineering practice. This structured approach not only increases the chances of project success, but also builds trust in the AI systems you create, ensuring they deliver real, lasting value.